Havana Syndrome refers to a cluster of unexplained health incidents reported by United States diplomats, intelligence personnel, and other government staff beginning in 2016 in Havana, Cuba. Individuals described sudden onset of unusual symptoms, including headaches, dizziness, nausea, ear pain, cognitive difficulties, and in some cases, persistent neurological problems. The reports sparked intense investigation, international controversy, and speculation about possible causes, ranging from directed energy exposure to psychosomatic illness. The first cases emerged among staff at the United States Embassy in Havana. Affected individuals reported hearing strange noises or feeling pressure sensations in specific locations before experiencing symptoms. Some described sounds resembling buzzing, grinding, or piercing tones. Medical examinations revealed that certain individuals exhibited signs consistent with mild traumatic brain injury, even though no obvious physical trauma had occurred. These findings raised concerns about possible exposure to an unknown external agent. As awareness grew, additional cases were reported in other locations, including China, Europe, and within the United States. The geographic spread complicated interpretation. If a hostile device were responsible, it would imply a coordinated and sophisticated campaign. If not, alternative explanations would be required to account for similar symptom clusters across diverse environments. One early hypothesis proposed that microwave radiation might be responsible. Microwaves can produce an effect known as the Frey Effect, in which individuals perceive sounds due to rapid heating of brain tissue, generating pressure waves within the inner ear. This phenomenon does not require audible sound waves in the environment. Some experts speculated that a directed microwave device could theoretically cause auditory sensations and possibly neurological symptoms. However, proving such exposure occurred in specific incidents proved difficult. Another possibility involved ultrasonic devices. Certain pest control or surveillance technologies emit high-frequency sound waves beyond the range of human hearing. Prolonged exposure to intense ultrasound could, in theory, cause discomfort or neurological effects. Yet acoustic analyses of recordings from Havana suggested that some reported sounds were consistent with local insect species rather than technological sources. Medical investigations produced mixed conclusions. A study published in 2018 described neurological abnormalities in some affected individuals, including changes in white matter integrity and balance impairments. These findings were interpreted by some as evidence of genuine brain injury. However, later analyses questioned whether these abnormalities differed significantly from normal variation. In 2022, a United States intelligence community assessment concluded that it was unlikely that a foreign adversary was conducting a widespread directed energy campaign, though it did not completely rule out isolated incidents. Psychological explanations have also been considered. Mass psychogenic illness occurs when groups of people experience real symptoms triggered by stress, expectation, or shared belief, rather than a physical toxin or device. The diplomatic environment in Havana involved political tension, isolation, and heightened security awareness. Some researchers argue that such conditions could contribute to symptom clusters spreading through social and cognitive pathways. However, many affected individuals strongly reject this interpretation, emphasizing the severity and persistence of their symptoms. The controversy surrounding Havana Syndrome highlights the complexity of diagnosing unexplained health events. Symptoms such as headaches, dizziness, and cognitive difficulty are nonspecific and can arise from numerous causes, including viral infections, stress, environmental factors, or exposure to chemicals. Establishing causation requires clear exposure pathways, reproducible mechanisms, and consistent evidence, all of which remain elusive in this case. The political dimension further complicates the issue. Early reports led to diplomatic tensions between the United States and Cuba, resulting in staff reductions and strained relations. Speculation about foreign adversaries, including Russia or China, amplified geopolitical concerns. Yet, definitive proof of a hostile technological attack has not been publicly established. Scientific inquiry into Havana Syndrome continues. Researchers examine brain imaging, acoustic data, and environmental measurements to better understand possible mechanisms. Advances in neuroimaging and portable sensor technology may eventually clarify whether certain cases share a common physical cause or represent heterogeneous conditions grouped under a single label. In conclusion, Havana Syndrome refers to a series of unexplained health incidents first reported by diplomats in Cuba in 2016 and later in other locations. Symptoms include neurological and sensory disturbances, with debated causes ranging from directed energy exposure to psychological factors. Despite extensive investigation, no single explanation has achieved consensus. The phenomenon underscores the challenges of distinguishing between environmental, technological, and psychosocial influences in complex health events. Until clearer evidence emerges, Havana Syndrome remains an unresolved intersection of medicine, science, and geopolitics. If you like the video, share it and don't forget to subscribe. Cosmic Secrets 108, turn on notifications. See you in the next video.